Abimbola, peperempe, peperempe. Sugar, 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 sugar. Hi guys. This is a very random shoot day. I'm very tired. It's that time of the month, hence my breakout. So excuse my face. I wasn't. I had no intentions of shooting, to be honest with you. We started shooting Phases season 2, first dates day, and so we wrapped early. And I got home and I was just like thinking, right? And I was watching something as usual, always consuming content. And you know, you're watching something and you're absent-minded, but then you hear something and literally like struck a chord. So I tweeted, and then from the tweet was when I said, you know what, I'm actually feeling vulnerable today, contrary to what people think. It's not every time it happens. So I'm feeling quite vulnerable today. I'm hoping that the lighting is not too much. God help me. Anyways, I'm feeling quite vulnerable today, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to come and I'm going to sit down and just air my mind. So I tweeted, as I get older, there are two things constantly thugging. I tweeted, as I get older, there are two things constantly tugging at my heart. One is finding my passion, and two is finding my person. I feel like as the years go by, I get a clearer understanding of what one is, but I still can't grasp two. Now, me tweeting this, I'm not trying to say that these are the only things on my mind, and so yay, God help me, if that's what you're thinking about, that's so sad. Relax, guys. The point is this. With certain people, because I don't know about anybody else, with me as well, let me say with me, I get to certain stages in my life where I sit down and I evaluate where I'm at, what I think I can add to that stage that will make me feel very fulfilled, and what I think I might be lacking at that stage. Now, when I say my passion, I mean, you know, trying to figure out what the hell it is I want to do with myself. Contrary to certain people's opinions, I don't have it all figured out. 6.5 years ago, I was working in a law firm, and now I am a producer, I'm head of production. I am doing something totally different from what I read and what I studied, which is fine because that's life, right? It throws you a curve and you go with it. Or like I like to genuinely say, and I believe, you know, that's just God. He just takes you on a different journey that you don't understand, but I'm always willing to follow him, so I just follow him. And so I'm here right now in this production cocoon, and I'm loving it, and I'm definitely sure that this is definitely my passion. And so for that, I feel very calm in my spirit. Sometimes unsettled in terms of the fact that, you know, do I want to stay in this 9 to 5? Do I want to go and start my own thing and explore? Do I want to? But in terms of, you know, the path with which I am walking right now, I am definitely certain that this makes me happy. This gives me purpose. This makes me feel like I'm charting a path towards something. So for that, I get a clearer understanding daily and at least yearly that, okay, you know what, I'm okay. I did the right, you know. Now this part, I make I just follow like that. Sometimes I know if you get the right answers, but last, everything's gonna come together. And so I feel that way. Now, when it comes to the second one, which is, you know, finding my person. Now, you lot know that I'm Christian, so I definitely am a firm believer of the scripture that says, "He who finds a wife finds a good thing and attains favor from God." So I know that, you know, when it comes down to the nitty-gritty, I would be found. But I also don't take it so literal to the point whereby I'm opposed to making myself available for me to be found. Now, my understanding of making myself available evidently is way different from what my friends think, because I think I make myself accessible. Apparently I don't, because I don't go out enough. Apparently I don't, because I don't talk to a lot of people enough. Apparently I don't, according to people, because I don't smile enough. Regardless of whatever it is, I feel like as the years have gone by and as I've gotten older, the yearning to find my person has become stronger. And when I say my person, I mean someone that understands me. I had written something down. You know, sometimes I just get emotional. I'm being honest with you lots. I don't share a lot. I don't call people on the phone to say this is what I'm going through, and that's because most times I don't even know I'm going through it until it hits me. I don't know if you're one of those people. If you are, please let me know in the comments below whether this thing makes sense or not. Yesterday I was talking about, what was I talking about? I was talking about just, I'd seen something again and it triggered me. And so I wrote, when it really boils down to things, we all just want acceptance, to be seen for who we really are, to be loved regardless of our flaws, to be chased with reckless abandonment. Now, when I wrote this down, I just wrote it because sometimes, you know, sometimes I feel like I sabi words. I didn't think anything of it. I just felt it in my spirit and I just wrote it down and tweeted about it. And so now imagine sitting down today and then, you know, reading what I wrote as well and seeing that there's a connection to everything. When I say my person, I mean somebody that accepts me for me. Someone that sees me. You know how I feel? I don't know about people. I feel like a lot of people think they see me but they don't see me. It's the same way I said this before on live here and on Instagram as to how a lot of people just tend to come up with perceptions and assumptions about who they think I am. Meanwhile, half of them don't even know. I have friends who think they even know me but they don't genuinely know me. And I think that's because most of the time, just human nature, I don't think it's even anything to be upset about. Some people see you but they don't see you. And so for me, my person is the person that sees me. Like sees me. When we say I dare here right now, something happens and I don't need to speak about it, you twitch. The same instance in which I twitch. Now I'm not meaning literal, but that you get me. Jekwe, we're both in sync together. Someone who sees my flaws, but yet still sees me perfectly imperfect. I don't think it's far reaching because I grew up with parents who were in sync, so I know that it's possible. But the reason why I say as I get older I feel like I can't get a grasp of it because sometimes you question yourself, right? I mean, I'm 33. I've said this before here, where as I've been in only like one proper relationship per se, doesn't mean that I don't have people that are thirsting me and people that are talking to me. I do, but not enough to the point whereby I would say we're genuinely invested in each other and we're in a relationship and I would call this person my boyfriend and this person will call me his. None of that has happened, and that's based off of the fact that I haven't found someone where I feel like I've genuinely connected with. Now when it comes to connection, like I said before, it's not the easiest of things for me. I am constantly guarded, and I guess that's just, you know, it was easy to say now because of experience, but person never hurt me before, so I just guess it's just how I'm wired, to be honest with you. And I feel like genuinely sometimes some people try to get to know me, and some people do, but then I feel like I don't know. I feel like, and this might sound like an excuse, I feel like a lot of guys out there just don't want to put in the work. And when I mean the work, I don't mean the work in terms of the fact that I'm a difficult person. I mean in terms of the fact that, you know, you see this girl, you like conversation, you like everything that's going for her, and you find her very interesting. And so you think easily just off the surface and off the bat you can get it. And then halfway through you realize that, nah, gee, this one's going to take some extra time. Okay, you know what? I'm going to come back to this, which is what usually happens. So they go to wherever, and then every once in a while, constantly checking up to just be sure that, you know, man's is just still where man's is. But thankfully to God, man's is growing. But regardless of, I don't know. So you get to that point, and I know it might sound like gibberish because sometimes I'm sitting there like this with myself, and I'm trying to have conversations with myself to understand it. I'm that kind of person whereas I check myself. So sometimes I sit there and I'm like, okay, but what is it? What genuinely is it? Why do you think you might be the reason as to why? Are you too sarcastic? Are you too direct? Are you too much of a sharpshooter? Do you seem like the kind of person who, you know, you try to beat yourself up. You try to beat yourself up a bit, And I do that because I'm that kind of person. I'm a hard person when it comes to, I criticize and I judge myself harshly. And so I sit and I'm trying to think about all the things, whereas, okay, where did I fall short? And I sit and I analyze everything. And then I come up with, no, it's not me. The places where I feel like I could check myself, the places where I feel like, I could draw back a bit and be like, okay, Bimbo girl, you should take it down a notch or two. I feel like I have. So now the question is, in order to find this person or to be found by this person, how much of myself do I need to let go of? And then I get to that point where I'm like, you know what? No. There literally is someone for someone. And so he that put me on this earth, that's finally helped me to find my path and helped me to find my purpose and is helping me chase my passion, will definitely find the one who will get me, but not only get me, compliment me as well. And so it's that reassurance that gives me some level of comfort. It's that reassurance that has brought me to this 33, whereas I don't feel like I'm pulling my hair out and I don't feel like as if no. And it's that reassurance that's giving me the confidence to know that, you know what, I don't need to settle. Eventually it will happen. But the point of this video is to tell you that there are times when you will feel down. There are times when you will question yourself. And there are times when you will check yourself and evaluate yourself. And it's fine. I just want you to always get to that point, whereas you're honest with yourself, to know what you can get better at, and to know that you don't need to drop what you genuinely believe as your standard and as your truth in order to be able to find this your person. Your person will locate you, but it's fine to go through the motions. It's fine to feel sad sometimes. It's fine to feel like, hey, career is all I want and I just want to make money and I don't just... And then it's fine when in the same breath you just feel like, oh God. But it would be nice to be able to call someone to say, yo, this project, we did this, we made this amount of money, this project is about to be a hit and I'm so thankful. And the person like, yo, I'm proud of you. It's okay to want that sometimes. But most importantly, to ultimately just believe that eventually it will happen in his time. So, yeah, man, that's really what I wanted to say. I don't know if it made sense. Yeah, man, I've just been feeling very, very heavy. I don't know, man, but one thing I do know for sure is settling will never, ever be in my dictionary. I was raised, and I've said this before, by great, amazing, strong parents who definitely knew who they were. I was raised with such a great moral background and such a solid foundation that to expect my person to be anything less would be a disservice to my future kids, period. And so for that, I won't settle. But it's okay to be able to come on here to say that sometimes loneliness not bastard. That's what this conversation is about. So yeah, man, I just came on here to say that, and that is that about that as far as that is concerned. I hope everybody's doing okay. I hope you all have a great week. I don't know when this video is going to come out because I just shot it spontaneously. But yeah, man, stay positive, stay focused, just stay in your lane, man, and just do you. And by the grace of God, all good things that belong to us will find its way to us.